Yeah, so generally with changes to legislation, it's important to challenge test. So it's one thing doing the training, it's one thing having people sign in, but the most important thing within OC health and safety is that we need to show evidence that a person has understood that. Quite often that's not just merely signing in because they've attended. It's about taking people through training, talking about the topic. Again, too, having that communication and consultation piece is so important, where people have to have the opportunity to be able to ask questions about it so they can further understand. From a training perspective, it's important, I guess, that you're not delivering training where you're talking to someone, or even, as I might have mentioned before, you send a policy or procedure out. The fact that you've sent it and given someone the ability to read it does not necessarily mean that they've understood it. So it is so important for that challenge testing that after sending the topic out or discussing it, that you might give the person a series of questions, in this case, to read. And it might be not multi-choice questions, but questions where you're actually asking for a written answer to really gain an understanding of whether or not they've grasped the topic and understood it. At those points, going through it with assessors, if they go through and it's not grasped, or they don't get a good feeling that the person actually understands the topic, then it's about going back, and it may not be every area or topic within that you need to go over. It might be one particular area where they have shown that they haven't understood, in which case it's just a matter of going back and making sure that working through them with them to ensure that they have got a good understanding of that area. So again, that involves staff watching videos and then answering questions in relation to the topics to allow the trainer to understand whether they had a good knowledge of it. And we also incorporated 2 chain of responsibility audit inspections as part of our hazards and aspects inspections calendar, where it gave us the opportunity to audit sites and staff to also ascertain that we were doing what we said that we were doing in relation to our procedures and processes around this topic. With regard to driver training, that was generally done in a 3-part stage, where you would send the operator out with an experienced staff member, competent staff member. They'd be put with that person for a period of time, whether that was 3 or 4 days. The assessor would then go out and observe that person working with that operator. They would then do a theoretical test with them to then get a grasp of their knowledge from a theoretical point of view. And then that would also be followed up by a practical assessment as well. But the important thing there too was that we never pushed our operators to have that done within a certain time, because we all learn differently. It might be that one person, they might be ready to do that testing within a week. Another person, it might be 2 weeks. So it was very important too that whatever training we were delivering was very relevant to the person and their ability to learn and take it on board.